Thank you for coming to watch our videos, and we are welcoming the new subscribers. We have seen you, we acknowledge you. Thank you for joining our African Buzz farm. We are happy. So let's talk about the development that we are seeing with the formation of the AES Confederation. You know, these guys in January 2025, the AES, that is Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso, marked the first anniversary of the announced decision to withdraw from ECOWAS, and then they formed the AES Confederation, initiating many agreements, including economic cooperation, plans to introduce a common visa, and the recent issuance of the AES biometric passport. But guys, these guys need some money to, continue managing the AES Confederation, to continue, building themselves. So Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, members of the newly formed the AES Confederation, have introduced a 0.5% levy on imported goods to finance their burgeoning union. So they are growing, they want money. So this levy effective immediately applies to all non-humanitarian goods imported from outside the three nations and aims to support the bloc's activities. So the College of Heads of State of the Confederation of the Sahel States have adopted a historic decision establishing a confederal levy PCAS of 0.5% on the customs value of goods imported from that countries. This measure aims to generate sustainable resources to finance integration projects, the functioning of institutions, and solidarity actions between the member states. So key points on the decision, we have rates and bases. The levy applies to goods imported from third countries based on their customs value, but it excludes products originating from the AES, humanitarian aid, third-party hydrocarbons, personal effects of travelers, and 15 other specific categories, including donation or reimport. Fund management, the revenues are transferred into a special account dedicated to the AES under the control of the Ministers of Finance, and priority uses will be integration projects on Federal Investment Bank, operating expenses, and regional solidarity. Practical arrangements is liquidation and recovery by national customs, payment within 15 days after each month, annual audit by an independent firm to ensure transparency. Entry into force, this decision is effective from its signature on 28th March. And then the question comes, why this tax? And the answer is the AES that strengthens its financial autonomy to implement structuring projects, which includes infrastructure, security development, while consolidating cooperation between Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, who are the founders of the Confederation. Importers who have to ensure this levy in their costs, and importers who have to include this levy in their costs, or member states commit to rigorous management of the funds collected, a key step to the future of the Sahelian integration. So I think it's a very good idea, because how else are they going to fund this? Most of us who have taken loans to fund this, but this is from them, and it's not from taxing the people. It's just taxing whatever comes. It's also encouraging local, manufacturing.
In some African countries, well, most apart from the AES, they'll be taxing bread, taxing sanitary, sanitary pads.
Including additional pay as you want tax for people.
The way life has been so expensive in these African countries, it is so miserable. A girl child cannot afford to have their menstrual period, because how do you even afford a single pack of pads? It is so expensive in Kenya. I went to South Africa, Swaziland, same price. I was like, what is happening to our countries? Because these people are not thinking about how these things will affect their people, how this decision will affect their people. In Niger, I think it's recently and sometime last year, they lowered the price of fuel, because that's a commodity that they are mining in their own country, lowering the prices of things that are locally available and taxing those that they are importing. Shows you that these are people who care about their people. If you can manufacture it, then let us not, tax it. Burkina Faso is making tomato paste. locally grown tomatoes, processing foods, processing things so that the people can easily afford such commodities. And, the people won't even be affected by this because,
Either way, it's still going to the people.
yeah.
Because increasing tax by zero, it's very small. 0.5% still going to
But it's
the-
those
to-
commodities that will not affect them as hard as, bread and all these things that they consume every day.
yeah. So guys, let us know what you think in the comment section. If you like to support us, we have Buy Me a Coffee link. Thank you, our brothers and sisters. We are seeing you supporting us and buying us coffee. It's very cold. It's rainy here. We need the coffee. Also have super chats and super likes on YouTube. We also have liking, sharing. We appreciate if you do that, and continue subscribing if this is your first time. See you in the next video. Bye.